Alright guys, I'm back to answer your questions. This is Q&A round 12. Let's get right to it. So, our first question, or first set of questions, comes from B Hunt 799. And he says, what's a non-horror franchise you'd like to see Halloween crossover with? I don't know. That's a good one. Maybe the Power Rangers franchise. I would like to see Tommy Oliver give Michael Myers a run for his money there. So that would be a good one. That would be pretty interesting. Your next question is, how would you react to a Halloween Jurassic World crossover? That's funny. Well, I guess the T-Rex would eat Michael Myers. I would tell Michael Myers, look out. The T-Rex is gonna eat you. Your third question is, what's your least favorite horror franchise? Saw. I don't like that at all. Then your fourth question is, what's your favorite horror franchise besides Halloween? Wow, that's an interesting one. I like Wishmaster, Friday the 13th, Leprechaun. If I had to pick just one, I would say Friday the 13th. And then your final question is, who's your favorite singer of all time? I don't have one as of right now, but I used to like Whitney Houston when I was younger. You know, she was alright. There's a guy named Tyrese. He was okay. Thank you for your questions, B Hunt. On to Gojira Fan 1954. He says, have you seen The Nightmare Ends on Halloween Part 1 and Part 2 fan films? Yes. Yes, I have. I saw them in 2008. And then whatever year the sequel came out. And then he says, what are your thoughts on Scream 2022, aka Scream 5? You know, of course I'm looking forward to it, seeing what they're going to do with this one, seeing if they'll pull a Halloween Resurrection and kill Sydney, maybe at the beginning. And then he says, how would you do a sequel to Charmed? The original. I'm glad you said the original, because I don't watch the remake. I don't like the remake. I don't know. I guess I would ignore the ending that they had, where they all got old. I would ignore that part. And I guess I would have them figure out a way to bring Prue back and bring Cole back, because I love Cole Turner from Charmed. He's so awesome. So that's the way I would do that. And Prue would replace Paige. So yeah. And then you say, if Michael versus Pinhead would have been made, would you have seen it? Yes. And then you say, what was your reaction to Michael Myers holding a walker with a knife shaped legs be? I don't know what that means. I don't know what you mean by that. Your next question is, if Michael had his own team of other horror characters against another, what members of each team, what would the members of each team be, and who would lead them? I really don't know. I would have to take time and think about that. I don't think of Michael in those terms. I normally just think of regular sequels. And then you say, did you see the Halloween 666 script? Yes, I think I have it. Or at least an early draft of it. And then you say, what's your opinion on HBO Max? It's just another subscription based streaming service. And you know, they want your money. Then you say, which Greek god is your favorite? No, which Greek god would lose in a fight against Michael? Hermes, I guess. I don't know. Thank you for your questions, Gorgira fan and B Hunt. On to resident of Collinwood. He says, what are your thoughts on Halloween 1 through 5 coming to 4K? I guess it's alright. I wish they would have had better special features. And then you say, if they rebooted Terminator, who would you want to be in it? I wouldn't want to reboot. I'm tired of that. 3 was the last good Terminator movie. And Arnold should have been in Terminator 4. The Skull Clown says, oh, by the way, thank you for your questions, resident of Collinwood. The Skull Clown says, is there any other movies you look forward to besides Halloween Kills? And are you going to watch SummerSlam? I'm looking forward to Scream 5. And yes, I'm going to watch SummerSlam. Next up is Everyday Horror. Skull Clown, thank you for your questions. He says, do you think Michael will be an afterthought once the Friday the 13th franchise is reestablishes itself? No. He'll never be an afterthought. Well, not now anyway. Maybe back then that would have happened, but not now. The next question comes from Vietnam. He says, favorite Michael Myers portrayal other than Nick Castle? George Wilbur was pretty good. Favorite food? Steak. I like steak. And then you say Lubden versus Wishmaster. Who wins? Oh, that's a good one. I would say Wishmaster because he's older. He's been around forever, so he had more time to think and become clever and become evil and sinister. And then you say, are you a fan of the Friday the 13th Part 5 twist with Roy Burns? Yeah, I like it. It's unique. And then you say, has there ever been a Halloween movie that you absolutely loved or hated, and as time goes on, your opinion changed? If so, which one? Believe it or not, I used to like H2O. I wouldn't say loved it, but I liked it. Then I started to dislike it. But now I sort of understand where they were coming from with it. And then you say Halloween H2O or Halloween 2018. Which one do you dislike more? Probably 2018. And then you say, would you like to see Halloween 7, where Tommy Doyle and Dr. Loomis are closer and act as Michael's hunting duo? Yeah, why not? And then you say, have you ever played Dead by Daylight? If so, what are your opinions on Michael's inclusion? Did they do Michael and the Halloween fans justice? It's not really my thing, but whatever. Did they do him justice? Well, I get tired of them only going on the original Halloween. They should do the other films as well, so no. And then you say, thank you again, Myers fan. Thank you, Vietnam. Thank you for your questions. The next set of questions comes from Aaron. And he says, Myers fan, I always wanted to see the interaction Dr. Loomis had with Michael at the sanitarium. What kinds of treatments and tests did they do on Michael? But I want to see Donald Pleasance as Dr. Loomis, like CGI, either a movie or TV series. What do you think? If they could pull it off, I guess I wouldn't mind seeing it. I would like to see that. Then you say, Myers fan, have you heard anything about another Nightmare on Elm Street movie? I've heard rumblings of it here and there over the past 6 years. Nothing solid though. And then you said, could you try to get an interview with Robert Englund? Well, we'll see how things go. Then you say, have you played Dead by Daylight? Somebody asked me that already. Then you said, is Michael Myers the greatest slasher of all time? Yes, he is. P.S. My co-worker likes Donald Pleasance. Cool, so do I. And then the final question comes from Everyday Horror. Thoughts on an Exorcist reboot? I guess I'll take a look at it, and if it's good, I'll watch it. Then you say, and what's your favorite summer horror movies go-tos? Nothing that I could think of right offhand. The only movie that makes me think about summer is Friday the 13th. That I could think of at the moment anyway. But anyway, guys, thank you for your questions. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Follow me on all forms of social media. I'm the Michael Myers Fanatic, and I approve this message. This has been Q&A, round 12.